This year was our third year as a team in a community that we've had together. We've been fortunate enough to have a lot of the same kids return to the team, and we've had a lot of newcomers come to the team. And this year we were surprised that, in sixth grade football there was a lot of athletes who had never played the game before, didn't think that they had the ability to play the game, as well as where do you even start in learning how to play the game. We believe that first and foremost we have to develop character. That if we can instill in these children and these young athletes devotion, passion, and inspiration, so that they can go out there and believe in themselves and begin to believe in everyone else, that we're going to have a successful year. And we don't do it in an easy way, right? We do push the kids. I tell the kids all the time that we're going to set our goals out of reach but not out of sight. And we're going to work our darndest to get as far into those goals as we possibly can, and that if we don't necessarily get to those goals, it doesn't mean that we weren't successful. And so by focusing on our character development, we start to believe and start to see that the kids are having a lot more fun because they believe in themselves. And if you were to ask me what is the most important character trait there is, I believe it's believing in yourself. Some may argue that to believe isn't really a character trait, but I believe it's the fundamental process for other character traits, because a lot of these kids today don't believe in themselves. And they don't believe in the people around them, whether they've been let down in the past or they feel like they're going to be let down in the future. And so if we can teach these kids to believe in themselves and to believe in those around them, they're going to start to develop trust, which is a character trait. They're going to start to develop integrity and respect for not only for themselves but for others. And so if we believe in ourselves, then we'll start encouraging others to believe in themselves. And then it'll just continue to spiral out of control, and sooner or later everyone believes in themselves and everyone around them.
One of the things that dawned on me was Scott's athletic period of his life was just that. It was a period of his life. And what moved to Fort Collins was Scott Nelson, the man, and his character. And the one thing that everybody talked about Scott was his impeccable integrity. I mean, he was just a guy that if he gave you his word, he did what he said he was going to do. And he was a guy that always would do other things for other people. Whether it be helping somebody on the street, whether it be without people knowing, helping friends or doing things for them, that was just him. 30, 40 years from now, these kids that are winning these scholarships are going to be known the same way Scott was. And that's going to be known, they're going to be known for the character that they have. At the end of his senior season at Purdue in football, he was nominated by his teammates for what's called the Red Mackey Award. And the Red Mackey Award, who is given to the athletes who most exemplify good character and being a great teammate and an ambassador of the university. He was recognized early in a manner in which that we're recognized these young athletes with this scholarship. He was recognized by his teammates and his coaches and the university for his good character and how that represented the university, not only amongst the student body, but how that was represented in the community. Chris and Michelle, the one interesting thing about Scott Nelson was he would be the last person that would want to be recognized or memorialized in this manner. As great of an athlete as he was, and as much as that probably meant a lot to him as when he was younger, Scott Nelson, the man, was about his character and his word and his integrity. When you leave your athletic career and you leave high school behind, your world's going to change dramatically. But the reason we've selected you and all the reasons that we saw in your application and from your references are the things that are going to make you successful in life. Your character is going to be the thing that will make a difference not only in this community, but it'll make a difference in any community you choose to go to.
My name is Michelle Jordan. I went to Fort Collins High School where I played basketball and soccer, and now I'm going to CSU studying human development and family studies. I'm hoping the end goal is to work with special needs kids. I've been volunteering with Respite for a couple years now. They're a nonprofit organization where special needs kids come. It's like a day camp.
Chris Filler. I play basketball at Rocky Mountain. I'm also at Colorado State studying business administration. My hopes for the future, I have an internship in the athletic department working with media relations, and I'm really enjoying that, so we'll see where that takes me the next couple of years.
If you just keep working hard, if you put your head down, that should be all that matters. That's leading by example, that gets your team pumped. I know that girls on my soccer team especially, who weren't the best, they always tried the hardest, and they would get us so pumped if they made a big play, and it's like, just keep working hard.
I would just say, it doesn't matter if you're the star or, at the end of the bench, I think everyone can have a positive influence on the team and can be a leader. So I'd say, you don't have to be a superstar to influence your teammates.